Hello, Life Path 11. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing the tarot reading, and then we will pull some oracle cards as well after the tarot reading. We're just going to look at your overall energy. You have the Two of Coins. Okay, so we're looking at balance coming through here. It's a need of juggling obligations, so bringing in equilibrium, seeking harmony as well, harmony within and harmony without. When we look at the coins energy or the pentacles, it can be to do with the material realm, so that can be your physical being, your body, and also it can be your finances, things like that, your home, anything in your work, anything within the material realm. Okay, so let's have a look what else we have for you, Life Path 11. We have the Four of Staffs, which is the Four of Wands. So we're looking at a time of celebration and prosperity and important events, and also gathering of souls. So meeting with kindred spirits, ones you already know, or perhaps somebody new coming in. And this is in the mental body, so this shows me that your energy is going to be focused on that. With the overall energy being the Two of Coins as well, it does tell me that your focus is, the energy is going to be focusing more on connection with others over the next coming weeks, and that can be connecting with family, relationships, or connecting with people through a work you want to do or a project you want to create. But there's this element of connecting, and with the Two of Coins, it's bringing balance in, okay, in order to create the connections that you're looking for. Ooh, that came out flying. The Son of Swords, Life Path 11, is the Knight of Swords in the original tarot deck. And in the placement within this reading, we're looking at the emotional body here. So we're seeing moving from the emotions. Now, depending on how in balance you are, Life Path 11 will depend on that emotion. It is upright, so we're going to look more on the positive side. So moving from the heart center, moving more from your truth. And again, I feel this is tied in quite strongly with the connection, this wanting to connect. If you have been feeling a bit isolated lately, and you've been happy with that, maybe you've been in the hermit mode and you've been doing your inner work, or you just, needed some time to yourself to figure things out. The energy's shifting, it's coming out, you're starting to come more in a balance of the inner world and the outer world, the material world. This is what I'm seeing more than anything, but you're coming from a place more in connection with the heart center. So being guided to the right people, being guided to the right jobs, being guided to the right relationships. There's an element of spirit running through the decision-making process for you, which is great, because that's when we know we're on the right path, when we're feeling it's more of a flow, or we're feeling a guidance, or just that feeling of, this is right for me, this is really right, and you can feel it in your heart, not just in your head, in your heart as well. And yeah, we've got the two people again in balance, so it is balancing as well, and bringing in a balance, but definitely coming more out of yourself and entering into something. Life Path 11. Okay, which, it's autumn, and autumn can be a time of starting to do the opposite because it's hibernation period. But for you, I feel the hibernation period is going to not be as hibernation for you, Life Path 11. The energies are calling you out in some way, shape, or form. Okay, the Nine of Cups is coming through. This is your direction from Spirit. Okay, so when we're looking at the Nine of Cups, a beautiful card, beautiful energy coming through here. And again, it's about getting your desires. You're being gifted your desires when you're in the Nine of Cups energy. And this is because you're moving into this heart-centered energy. That doesn't mean that you never was heart-centered. I feel you've just had some, what we call shadow work to do, some stuff to figure out that may have took you into the more denser side of existence, of being. But the guidance is there, it's coming through, and in turn it's like you becoming a co-creator of your own reality, co-creating with spirit. You don't have to be consciously aware of this. Spirit works through people who don't even believe in spirit, but for those of you who do, you'll understand what I mean. But basically, you are going to be moving towards that which is for your highest good, that which is in alignment with who you truly are, Life Path 11. And I feel it's needed. It's been maybe a little bit of a tough time recently for you. Yes, Four of Swords. So we're looking at the inner strengths. And interestingly, it's come under the Two of Coins. The Four of Swords is about recuperation after some sort of heartache or some sort of shadow work, heavy energies, recuperation, and we've got it under the balance here. So I feel the guidance, especially if you're having the Nine of Cups as well from message from spirit, I feel the guidance for you is when you are feeling this alignment, yes, act, inspired action, move towards what you want to move towards, but remember to carry on doing the self-care, carry on taking a step back, carrying on checking in on yourself, and that will help you keep this beautiful balance here. So if you're going out a lot, remember to take some time to stay in for a bit and just check in on yourself. And that's what we have to do. Just keep consistently checking on where we're at, even if it's just for 5 minutes in the morning. So you are being reminded by spirit to check in and keep doing that self-care, that self-work, okay? Because there's still clearing to be done. There's still wounds to be healing, so don't forget your self-care, Life Path 11. Okay, let's get some more information through. The Six of Cups. So as I'm speaking about this card come through, the Six of Cups. This always reminds me of inner child work, this card. The nostalgia, the reconnecting, and looking at the inner child in terms of healing to move forward into the future self, the higher self as well. So this again, it's just confirming, what I was saying about there's still work to be done. So don't forget to do your self-care. As tempting as it can be to run with everything, self-care is always needed. Okay. So we now have number 13, which is Maut. And Maut is the death card, and we're talking and looking at the ending. And it's not surprising the death energies come through as the final card within the spread. We're going to do Oracle as well, but the final tarot is of your spread, Life Path 11, because we can see this transition playing out in the cards, and I can feel that energy of transition, of change. So it's the death of the old and bringing in the inner child and the higher self in order to reach your higher self, or create the life that you want to create. You have to let go of the old. That includes holding on to past wounding, and this can be wounding, this can be feeling anger towards a wounding. It can be understandable. It's not to say you shouldn't feel angry about any wounding you've had where you've not been treated right in life. But as Einstein said, hating other people is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. But it's for your highest good to let it go. Forgiveness, if you are ready for that, in whatever work it is you've been doing, whatever healing you've been doing, forgiveness, if you are ready, is powerful. It's very powerful. And there's the Ho'oponopono, which is the I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Is a very good forgiveness prayer. Okay. And even though it sounds like you're saying it to the other person, I'm sorry, and you're like, why am I apologizing to them? They did this to me, you know. It's spiritually, it's one of the same. Remember, you know, we are a collective, and that's why it's I'm sorry, because it's more to do with you going within and taking accountability for how you feel, and that is the key thing with it. And it really does work, and it's very powerful, and it can take you on quite a journey of healing, and release. So we can see this death of the old here. The new is coming. Again, it's just to take your time, and bring in that balance as this change is happening, so you don't get too overwhelmed like Path 11. Allow the good energy to trickle in. If the good energy comes all at once, it can be very overwhelming. So allow it to trickle in, and do some self-care as well. Okay, let's get some messages from your spirit animals, or the spirit animals, Life Path 11. Okay. Raven. I seen a raven this morning. It flew through my window. It flew past my window. You are the creator and magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the element spirits and guide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of mysteries. Ooh. So, you know, the more in alignment you get, the more you can connect in with your heart center or spirit. The more you see these things, the more you see the magic in life, you know, as within, so without. Let's get one more for you. We've got another flyer coming through. Polar bear, mystic. Oh, we've got quite strong mysticism coming through here. You are a master number, you know, so you are of the higher vibrations of the life paths. So there's look at that as it being a higher calling, as well. And sometimes when you have that higher calling, you can have to deal with some quite heavy energies. But let's have a look. Polar bear, mystic. Know that the challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Okay, now if you don't believe in shamanism, it's all just saying that the higher consciousness is calling you, and to connect with that higher consciousness. Okay, and again, the way to do that is to bring in balance as well, not to be like the temperance, not, you know, 1 foot on the ground with one in consciousness. Okay, to balance both the spirituality and the practicality. Okay, but I see manifestation coming through for you, Life Path 11, and I see you stepping further into your spiritual path after a process of releasing the death card, releasing the old and stepping into the new. Okay, Life Path 11. Thank you very much for being here today and watching this. It's been a pleasure reading for you. Please take care of yourself until the next time. Bye.